You know, in recent weeks, forget it. In recent years, since Barack and Michelle have been in the White House, Alex Jones has been calling Michelle Obama a man, and a few other people have followed the mantra. Joan Rivers, a few bloggers, and of lately, Tommy Sotomayor keeps repeating this mantra of Michelle Obama is a man. Not only that, they keep repeating the mantra that Barack Obama is gay. But I guess if they want to say that your wife is a man, they're going to say you're gay. This goes to the whole dynamic of switching the gender roles in the black community, effeminizing the black male, and masculinizing or making masculine of the image of the black woman, the quintessential strong black woman, as we like to say it. But it's becoming apparent that this is a tactic now, and it's beginning to work. People are beginning to actually put value and substance into this and take what some are saying and hiding under the guise of opinion and trying to call it fact. And it's gonna get worse from here on out. And here's an example. Today I got wind of a story. An attack on the Williams sisters. And we all know the Williams sisters. We've watched them grow. We've seen their stories. We've seen them as children, as you can see up here in this picture. Venus and Serena as children. And you know that these are their faces. We remember their beads. That was classic for us back in those days. With that lovely picture that I just had up. There we go. But these are the wonderful, beautiful, chocolatey sisters that we have today. Not only are they wonderful and beautiful, they're smart, they're elegant, and they dominate on the tennis court. Completely dominate. And they have been dominating this tennis court for I can't even count how many years now. We know one of the sisters got sick, and she's back on the tennis court, dominating again. But recently we had the Russian tennis official. Let's see if I can say his name correctly. Shamil Tapishev. Call the sisters brothers, or implying that these two women were men. Now, he was suspended, I believe, for a year and fined $25,000, of course. But why is it that we keep having this issue come about? Even with women that we know are women. But it's all right to categorize the black man, woman, and child and reverse their roles. I'm beginning to think there's an agenda behind it. I'm beginning to think there's a problem. I've read this whole article today. I did not click on the links. It's a WordPress article. But they're trying to say there's a video out there where Barack Obama called Michelle Obama Michael. But the problem is now that one of the general's names is Michael. But they said he called him Mike during the speech. But during the beginning of the speech, when the formalities were being spoken, he said Michael. Now, they believe that that was him referring to Michelle, and either a slip of the tongue or not. They also say that the White House released the statement or released the speech, and in the speech it said Michael as well. Now, we know that Barack Obama has speechwriters and things of that nature. And we know that he was at a military service event. And I'm not sure if Michelle was there with him. That'll require a little bit more further looking into on my part. But that's not what I'm bringing this up about. I want to know why it seems to be the new mantra, the new cool thing to do. Attack black women, strong, presenting a presence, dominating on their field, dominating in their area. People look up to them. They're creating new waves and breaking new grounds. Michelle Obama actually had a Turn Up for What, where she had young children on the White House lawn, where she created a garden and they were picking food. And they actually ate this food after they picked it, which I find to be right up my alley. Self-sustaining lifestyles. Grow it, pick it, eat it. But I want to know how others feel. I want to know if you see what I see when I'm watching news events and I'm hearing things on the internet and I'm reading things on the internet, and we see clips and excerpts from people who are suggesting that Michelle Obama is a man, and now suggesting that the Williams sisters are in fact brothers. When does this end, and when will it end? We see in hip hop that now the males are wearing dresses. We have this battle rapper named Daylit saying he would like to sodomize Puff Daddy, and using all kind of just terms that were never allowed in hip hop, that would have been checked a long time ago. And maybe it's a cry for attention on his part and hip hop's part, but the effeminization of the black male, but making the black female masculine. I need to know what's going on in the media and why is this being portrayed so heavily, and who's next? Who will be attacked next? Will they go after Stacey Dash? I highly doubt it. She's a Fox News contributor. And again, we watched her grow up. But if you see her sitting on Fox News, she's toned up. She can be mistaken for a man inside New York City easily. Who's next? Who will they target next? Will they point at your wife if she's black, or your black grandmother? Will they suggest that she is a man? Will they keep suggesting that inside the African American community there are more transgenders than we know? This, my friends, good people, is a disturbing trend. And if it's not stopped or called out or pointed out and handled by the people, then we are destined to flop with this. I mean, we're just gonna sit back and watch as they take every highlighted star that we have, twist their gender, effeminize or masculinize, and destroy their public perception. At what game, I'm not sure. But I know there was the ISIS papers written by Dr. Francis Quest Welsing. And if you have a dominating force, the goal is, if you need to be in a position or you're underneath that dominating force and you feel that that dominating force will eventually wipe you out of existence, you need to find different ways and tactics of survival. Self-preservation is goal. It's key. That I understand. But these attacks are getting out of control, out of hand. They're very disrespectful. And people are actually taking this seriously and running with these theories, suggestions, opinions, and stories. Again, all I can leave you with is the same words that I leave everyone with when I do an important video quite like this. Black power. You decide. Leave your comments, like, subscribe, share this one with your friends. I want to hear everybody's opinion on this. Do you think that black women are under attack? Do you think that they're going to keep calling out other black women and calling them men as well if they seem to have strength or possess a toned body? Who do you think will be next and why? Leave your comments, like, subscribe. Black Power, family.